Welcome back to Optimized Health, where we're making easy, healthy, and delicious meals. Today we're going to talk about a powerful antioxidant. And I know it's easy to take for granted and kind of forget about how much our body is actually doing for us, but we are exposed to so many different toxins in our environment, and our body relies on glutathione production in order to detoxify and to admonish the free radicals that are created in our bodies every day. We have increased free radical production when we have things like pollution, things like increased stress, and also not having a balanced diet. And our glutathione is dependent on having enough amino acids in our system to be able to produce it. Primarily, it's produced in the liver, but the really great thing about the glutathione is that your cells individually, where it's needed in the body, can actually make it on demand as they need. You should talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, or veterinarian to see if any of these recipes, suggestions, or contents of these videos are right for you. Nothing contained in these videos are intended to be taken as medical advice. Use at your own risk. So it's different from when you're supplementing with antioxidants. This way, the cells that actually need it the most are going to be able to get it because they make it for themselves. But that's only if we are not utilizing and using it all up and like eliminating a lot of glutathione when we have pollution, when we have stress, when we have sometimes even overdoing good things that are like stressful, like fasting or exercise, doing too much can deplete the glutathione also. So what I want to talk about are some of the ways that we can naturally increase our glutathione production, and that's going to be with primarily the amino acid consumption of glutamate, glycine, and cysteine. And you probably heard about the supplement N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, and that is your easiest way to get cysteine by a supplement. But there are a lot of these amino acids in plant and mostly animal foods. I was really surprised to learn that tofu has like almost double the daily requirement, and maybe that's also because it's fermented. So I'll have to look into more of that. But primarily we're going to see meats like beef and eggs, chicken, pork, and fish, some cheeses having the most levels of the cysteine, as well as our glutamate and glycine, because they're just protein and amino acid rich. Something else to note is that sulfur is another molecule that we need to produce glutathione, and the sulfur we can get from meats and some of these animal products too. Another great source is going to be the cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, and namely, don't forget about garlic and onion. They're very good for this in particular. Then people actually do recommend whey protein because there's so many amino acids in that protein powder and most of these commercial powders, so you can help to supplement your diet and make sure you're getting enough of everything you need. And last thing I wanted to mention is that even if we're getting all the things we need, having the inorganic vegetables and the glyphosate in the food, actually the glyphosate can compete with the glycine in the glutathione. So that means that you would be deficient in one of the key the key amino acids that the glutathione is needing to produce more. So that's important to have your organic vegetables and not be eating the conventional. And then one other tip that we learned in the research for this topic is that cruciferous vegetables, they produce even more of this molecule that helps to activate and boost our own body and our own cells' productions of the glutathione by just consuming them. So besides the fact that they have the sulfur in there, they also turn on some of these good genes and upregulate production of glutathione. So it's great to keep them in our diet daily. And that molecule that activates and upgrades our kind of like a DNA communicator is going to be increased when we chop them for preparing to eat them, and then we let them sit out in the open air for about 45 minutes. So that's something, if you can try to do that and plan ahead, can really boost what you're going to get out of your cruciferous. I hope you guys found this helpful. We would definitely love to hear any comments or questions you have and any suggestions for next topics that we can cover. Thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe.